First play I'm looking at tonight is going to be Bradley Beal. Let's look at Beal over here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at his 22.5 points and his 1.5 3-pointers made. The books looks like they're only giving us 21.5. I expect Beal to have a big night tonight. Let's look at him over here on props.cash. You can see he's went over 22.5 points 50% of the time this year, 4 out of 8 games. Look at Brooklyn's defense over here. Points allowed, they're one of the worst. 3 points allowed, they're one of the worst. 3 points allowed, percentage, they're one of those. Free throws allowed, shooting guard defense, they're one of the worst. Let's look at their starting lineup. Kyrie's out tonight, so it looks like they're going to play Patty Mills, Joe Harris, Durant, Royce O'Neal, Claxton. They're going to be small. Nothing in the middle prevents any team from driving down the middle and kicking out for open shots. I expect we're going to see that. You got Patty Mills and Joe Harris trying to guard Bradley Beal. Neither one of them can defend Beal. So I'm looking at Bradley Beal tonight. Let's look at him versus Brooklyn. He went over that mark against Brooklyn in one of his last 2 games. I'm telling you, I just think Bradley's going to come out firing tonight, and I think he gets over the 22.5 points. And I also like his 3-pointers made. I like him to make at least 2. He shoots a lot of them. He only took 2 attempts last game, 6 attempts a game for that, 7, 5, and 4. And I actually probably like his 3-point attempts made over 1.5 more than his points. So, but I like both of them. I think both of those are good. Tell me what you think about those picks for tonight for Bradley Beal. Second play I'm looking at tonight is Devin Booker. They're going against Portland. The game is in Phoenix. And I'm looking at his points and rebounds, and I also like his rebounds. Let's look at him over here on props.cash. Let's go to his points and rebounds. His prop is 29.5 on Prizepicks. Let's look at his. Let's make sure I got that correct. Let's make sure I got the prop correct here. Points and rebounds are 29.5. Let's look at him on Action Apps real quick. Points and rebounds prop over here is 29.5. Also, they got him at a projection of 30.4. Some of the earlier lines had this prop right around 33.5. So it's dropped a lot over the last day or so. Let's go ahead and look at him in props.cash, and that's where props.cash got him at too. So let's look at 29.5. He's exceeded that. Points and rebounds, he's done that 60% of the time this year, 6 out of 10 games. 2 days rest, which I even like more. Only one time this year he didn't reach the mark of 29.5. Against Portland, he's reached it one time in his last 3 games. One, and that was on the road. They're one of the worst teams in the league against shooting guards. So we'll see. Not sure why there's such a big drop in the spread. I have to do a little bit more research and see when that happened. I don't know if any news came out or anything like that. If you know, let me know. But it basically went from 33 to 29.5. That's a pretty significant drop. I like him on 2 days rest, and I also like his rebounds too. The rebound prop is 4. He has exceeded that against Portland in 2 of his last 3 games. And if we look at his last 10, he's went over 4 56% of the time, 5 out of 9 games. So like his rebounds, and I like the over on his points and rebounds. So those are two plays you can look at. Devin Booker over 29.5 points and rebounds, and Devin Booker over 4 rebounds. Looks like the books got him at around 4.5 rebounds right now. Let's check that real quick. Yeah, most of the books got him at 4.5. So those are two picks that I like for Devin Booker. Third player I'm looking at tonight, take a flyer on Kevin Durant. Let's look at the lineup for tonight. Number one, uh, Patty Mills, Joe Harris, Kevin Durant, Royce O'Neal, Nick Claxton. There's nobody in that lineup who can score on their own. They're all going to be dependent on Durant to get him shots or whatever. Curry's out. Irving is out. Simmons out. I mean, everybody is out. Kevin Durant's going to have to score 40 for them to even be competitive tonight, to me. Someone has to get Joe Harris those shots. Is it going to be Patty Mills? Someone really got to get Patty Mills his shots. Someone has to get Royce O'Neal their shots. So I'm looking at Durant, 2 days rest. Let's look at his props in points of 34.5, which is a little high. But I think he has to get it tonight. Rebounds 7.5. I really kind of like his points and rebounds at 41.5. I looked at him earlier without Kyrie. You had some comparison from last year, but it really wasn't significant enough for me to include in this video with Kyrie on the floor or Kyrie off the floor. Washington, 28, one of the worst against a small forward defense. This is 2 days rest. Durant has hit over the 41.5 points and rebounds one time. Let's look at his points on 2 days rest. Again, he hit it. He's only had 2 days rest one time this season. Rebounds, he didn't meet that expectation of 7.5. Assists, he didn't. Let's see what his assists are on Prizepicks. Assists and rebounds of 7.5. And let's just go away from the 2 days rest and look at his last 10 points and rebounds. He's done it 3 out of 10 games, 30%. Let's look at his assist. And we can bring that down to 7. He's only pushed 2 out of 9 in his last 10. Rebounds, 7.5 also. 3 out of his last 10. And points, 4 out of his last 10, 40%. Only thing I'm saying is Durant has to score for them to be competitive tonight. He has to do a lot tonight. As you can see, Washington not very good against 3 points allowed, 3-point percentage allowed, free throws allowed, or a small forward defense. So I'm taking a flyer on tonight. I'm not just going with the points, though. I'm going to go with the points and rebounds of 41.5. I'm going to go with him going over 41.5 points and rebounds. This is a C pick. So if you got a 5 play that you're playing, you may want to throw this one in there. You got 3 or 4 sure ones you're going with, and you can only come up with 3 or 4 ones that you are sure about. You may want to throw this C pick in there. Kevin Durant, points and rebounds over 41.5. Go ahead and like, subscribe. All those things are greatly appreciated. Let me know who you're going with in the comments. Let's go make this money tonight. To the next video. Peace.